You had a bill pass the legislature and it's now awaiting the governor's signature. Talk a little bit about House Bill 2733.
Yes, what this House bill is specifically aimed at doing was making sure that where we have irrigation pipes and where we have drainage pipes and sewer pipes and anything else that might convey water or water from processing to doing work, we could actually generate electricity from there because there's potential energy in that water as it flows through. It's not being used. And a common sense approach that I took on this was that if we could take that potential watt, the energy that's potentially in that water, and turn it into electricity, why not turn that back into electricity so that it could go on the grid or go into a farmer's own system and into his house, and he could recoup the cost of operations that way on his farm or her farm. So that was my approach on it, and I thought it was a good idea, having read Initiative 937, and there was provisions in 937 to cover that.
You worked on this bill for a few years now. Why has it taken so long to get it passed?
It took so long to get it passed because we don't have one Washington like we often hear on the House floor, that we're one Washington. Really, there are very distinct differences between people in Western Washington and those who live in Central and Eastern Washington. Even though we do have farms on the west side of the state here, there's a different way of looking at things, and so I spent basically 3 years running this bill, perfecting it, trying to assure people that I was not trying to destroy Initiative 937, but trying to live within its provisions. There's an actual piece in the initiative, which is now state law, that says anything built after March of 1999 that is small and can be used as renewable energy, such as hydro, they mentioned hydro in there, as well as the other issues, is eligible for renewable energy credits, or RECs. So it took me a while to explain this to the environmental community over here, as well as to people who were not in the environmental community, who were worried that I was perhaps taking something away from I-937, or even taking something away from what we now call renewable energy systems in this state.